evening, you lovely, lovely people. Welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here with EU4 from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Canada. And guess who's back next to me? Yo! Oh, it's been too long. Yeah. I blame Lemmy. That's what I'm going with. So, actually, I need to tweak the sound a little bit because that's way too far the other way. There we go. We can get some car noise in now. Joseph then, the first man out on track. Closely followed, I believe, by his teammate. Which is Thibaut. Indeed it is. Both Alpines out early then. So, should we do some housekeeping? Let's do housekeeping. Ghost Reflux standing in for Man Legend. And an Electric Blade is standing for Dan Hilton. Other than that, I think we're all good. Who's potentially joining late? There's quite a few, isn't there? There's Bernas, Tom, Sneaky Tom even, and then potentially Raceway JJ. But we're not sure. Oh. Yeah. So weather then for qualifying starts off wet, as we can see. Intermediate tyres are the way forward, but it will dry out before the end of the session. So a lot of cars, I think, probably will go out and put a banker in early on, just so they've got places. But I don't think we'll see much action, I'm afraid, early on. Joseph then squirming out of turn 2. Race is dry, so they'll be on all dry setups for the time being. Yes. Lap is still valid though, so he'll get something on the board as long as he can keep it that way. Now look then at the stand-ins for EU4 as we watch the end of this lap for Joseph, and Luke leads the way, having taken the lead of the championship over the Wizard after last time out at Monza with 56 points. The Wizard now 55. Steve in third with 51. Then it's the two Aston Martins behind Shane even in fourth. Smithy, Dan Hilton, Joseph and Hawkey. Your top 10. Constructors, Ferrari lead the way. And oh dear. There's a penalty coming your way, Mr. Joseph. Steve did that a couple of seasons ago and he will tell you what happened there. Uh-oh. Yes. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if it's different. So times on the board then. Varda, the first one across in the Alfa Romeo, 120.7. To put that in context, we'll be looking for a pole time in the dry, in the low 9s, high 8s probably. Yeah. Yeah. So who are we thinking about watching out for? Obviously the two Red Bulls, Jack Hawkey and the Wizard. And Danny Boy as well. Speaking of, he is on... There we go, 120.1 for him. First race of the season, having got his wheel repaired. He did, yes. Put on a good show. good showing for himself. Varda then going on a much quicker lap this time around. Danny Boy as well improves in Sector 1, but Shane beats both of them. As Varda retakes it 19-4. I think I'm right in saying it has actually stopped raining now, so the weather is going to start to clear up. Of course, with the track as it is, you want to be out as late as possible for your final run, so the track is as dry as possible and as rubbered in as it's going to be. Which one? It better not be mine, because I checked it beforehand. Have a scooch. So, all but three drivers now. Electric Blades just returns to the pits. Reflux and Blades choosing not to go out in this early part of the session. We're expecting some crashes, aren't we, later on? Yeah. Curbs here are unforgiving. As you see there from Shane, clips the wall. He is very lucky indeed. So they can hear you, but not me. Right. Ah! Yeah, Limmy's just messaged me as well, saying the same. Have you got things set to be shared? Right, hang on, I'll check and see if it's on my end. Bear with everybody, apologies. Should be all good. Can you hear him now, everybody? Let us know. If not, I'll have to do something drastic. It's alright, we'll fix it. DRS is now enabled. So the track is dry. Sneaky Tom is here. What I'll do, everybody, if you can't hear Matt still, I will try. We're going to get just into the good bit now, I think. Don't want you to miss this part, if any of it. Luke then fastest on the intermediates with an 18.7. Bernas is in as well. That's what we like to see. Let's see. Yeah, much slower now. We're going to see anyone come out on. Yes, plenty of them out on the soft tyre at the moment. Well, plenty of them putting them on. They're not coming out of the pit lane just yet. Wait and see who we can get. Who's going out first on those tyres? It's Joseph. Who was first out earlier on. Now the first man out on the soft tyre. Let's have a look. Track looks dry, actually. taking it very carefully over curbs. I think it's going to be that kind of race. I think people taking it easy.
Survival of the fittest, I believe.
Very good. Survival of the fittest. Yes.
I know. I've sorted it out. I know what's now.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the party setting, it didn't allow my voice to be shared, so...
yeah, so that'll be why.
It's the first time this party's been together. And
that's both adorable and depressing.
It is at the same time.
Oh, Luke going out on mediums. Bold call there. Those are the tyres he's bolted on at the moment. Joseph
Steve's still out there on the intermediates and going quicker. In fact, gone quickest.
17.9, he knows he's not going to need them in the race, so he might as well burn a couple of laps on them. Burn through the tyre. The Alpines here could be about to set up a very good tow. Not quite. Tebow gets out of the way of his teammate, deciding against it. Joseph easily going to take pole as long as he can finish the lap.
With the interchangeable conditions, it could surprise us with a shot pole position for someone.
It could do. Just then through the final chicane past the wall of champions, very easy on the throttle, but better safe than sorry. Crosses the line, 111.6.
Yes, with the improving track conditions, I think actually taking it easy with a first run if you've got time to, and then a second run to go a bit more aggressive. At least you've got time on the board. Invalidations are going to be very much a thing here.
They are, yes. Invalidations, crashes, penalties will all play their part. Just looking at Luke now on his fast lap. Blades gets out of the way and hits the wall for his trouble. And the Wizard there warming his tyres up, and thankfully Luke's only on an out lap. Otherwise that would have been unfortunate, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you, the guys on the intermediates are struggling because it's gone from light rain to blazing sunshine.
Yes, the sun clearing away the clouds pretty well.
I'm going to make a strong prediction tonight as well, Danny, as I've just seen the pit lane for the first time. Someone will run into the back of someone. They have been warned, bless them.
Yes, I did. I made a point of warning them about that, as I did everybody this morning before the race got underway. And before any of them got started, but we'll Luke's invalidated on those medium tyres. Hopefully he'll have enough fuel to go again. Let's jump across then to the Wizard just behind him on track. Soft set of tyres on the Red Bull. He's invalidated as well. Is there anybody on it? Jacko, he's on a lap that's not invalidated in the Alfa Romeo Electric Blade 110.1. That's the first man into the 10s. Jacko bails out of his lap. Wasn't invalid.
It worries me the amount of time, amount of people that haven't set a time yet, because it could mean that someone in the top 10 who could invalidate their dry time run, could then still have free choice of tyre because they've got the quick top 10 quickest intermediate time, which sounds weird, but you catch my drift.
Yeah, very good. What he said. So Bernas now, having joined late, about to set a time. 110.8 goes into second.
Luke's back in the pitch.
We've got Blades going into fifth there with a 112.9. That's a decent banker. And I'll probably come back in, get a set of tyres on and go again.
The top 5 of the dry times, everyone else has still set those on the intermediates, and we've only got 2 minutes left of the session.
Tebow is still out on intermediate tyres. He's not set a time yet, which I'm finding a little bit confusing. If it is his choice.
I mean, I've gone on board with him, and his front right tyre basically looks like a slick tyre.
Mm. They will wear through pretty quickly.
Oh, in fact, he's just dropped it.
Yeah, those tyres will be cooking, I think is the technical term.
Burness is retired in the pit, so he's quite happy with his time.
Well, if he's done that on one set of softs, he's going to keep 2 fresh sets for the race, which is probably not a bad plan. Might be what Luke was planning to do. Depending on what our delay time is as well, they could potentially get another run in for those guys in the pits at the moment, but it could be all she wrote for them. Sneaky Tom then coming towards the line. Very long. That's because it was his outlap. Never mind. See it coming up there 7 minutes for an outlap. Eh?
I mean, there's looking after the tyres and there's looking after the tyres.
But if he's going for a one shot, August Reflux, the first man into the 109s, by the way, which I missed.
Yeah, that time was done. He went to go and improve again, but invalidated, so...
Joseph has just gone fastest in Sector 1, beating Reflux's current time, so he could be one to watch. But Jack Hawkey's just beaten that as well, so he's on the move.
Sneaky Tom's also on the lap.
He is. So we're watching at the moment, currently in 15th. Not sure where it's going to spit him out.
Oh, invalidated.
On the final corner,
So
see where it would have put him. It would have been a 1:10.1. That would have put him into second place as it stands. But he's missed out, so he's going to start at the very back of the pack.
Jacko's run deep, but he's got to try and make this to the line. He goes 4th. Jack Hawkey, 109.2.
Yep. 109.2 for him. Riding on board with Luke then, as he starts his final run. Soft tyres are on. That's Shane in the pits and Electric Blade in the pits.
I'll tell you what, Red Bull's dominating qualifying once again. I say that though.
The Williams goes and puts it on provisional pole. Luke's got the back end of that Ferrari planted through turn 6 and 7 there. Has to get out of the throttle just to stop the back end from slewing round. Sector 2 then, how's he doing? 6 seconds under his current time. It's not going to be quick enough at the moment, but he's got the long straight to go.
Puts him on a 1:12.6. Vala's just popped the time into second. Steve is on a decent lap here on the mediums. He goes sick for that time. That is a good effort from Steve.
It is 109.9 for him. Here comes Luke though. What can he do? 109.7 puts himself into 5th.
Luke is the last man, and that is it. Everyone else is either invalidated or they have finitoed.
And we've got the Wizard and Danny Boy still heading around. I'd expect them both to go into the pits. There goes the Wizard. Danny Boy's in as well. Alright then, Danny Boy then on his COS debut, in his proper tier, that is. Obviously he drove last week, but on his EU4 debut, takes pole position. Very impressive, 109.1 on a drying track. Varda in second, followed by the 2 Red Bulls. Then championship leader Luke Prentice in P5 at the moment in the Ferrari, the sole Ferrari tonight. Jacko in 6th, Steve 7th, Reflux in 8th, Electric Blade in 9th, Bernas P10. Those guys will be starting on the tyres they qualified on. Watch out for Steve on those mediums. Could be a very bold strategy call, and it could come back to help him. Joseph in P11 in the prime position for free choice of tyres. Followed by Blades, Smithy, Tebow, and then behind Tebow, who has no time, is Sneaky Tom and Shane. Shane invalidating late on, same for Sneaky Tom.
Sorry, I've just had an update from one of the drivers.
Have you?
Yes, goes by the name of Chaos TMC.
Ah.
And he hopes to be back soon.
He's sorely missed.
A few things going on at the moment, so he's been a bit preoccupied, which is fine. Good to hear that he's still alive. That was the important thing.
Yes, and he's sorely missed. Both him and Dan Hilton, legends in their own right.
Dan Hilton will be back next week. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Had a busy couple of weeks. A new bubba and a house move at the same time. What a crazy man.
Yeah, Pellick. Why would you do that to yourself? One or the other, not both at the same time.
But heard things are going well, so congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations are in order. Right then, let's get ready. Overcast conditions forecast for the whole session. We're not expecting rain, but there is a 19% chance of it.
Oh,
so you never know.
Lovely. You do never know.
Shall
we have a look at the tyres?
Let's do the tyres. Top 10, of course, on the tyres they qualified on. So that's all soft apart from Steve on the mediums. Outside the top 10, we've got free choice of tyres. And that's not what I was expecting to see.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a two-stop. I would say people like to go for the two-stop. Soft, medium, soft if you're feeling brave, or soft, medium, medium. Alternately, it could be a soft, hard. But the hard tyres around here and on this game are a bit stinky.
Yes, it will take a very, very committed setup and a very, very careful driver to make those hard tyres work for them. It's not impossible. And we've seen people do it so far. Luke did it at Paul Ricard, of course, to make that jump onto the safety car and give himself track position. I think that ended up getting him a podium in the end, so it was a good call. Oh, the Red Bulls have hit each other.
Oh.
It's Turkey all over again.
I'm wanting to keep a close eye out on Shane. I feel this could be... Although he's at the back.
Well, I'll be honest, both him and Sneaky Tom are out of place there. So it could go any one of a number of ways. But all that's to come. All that's in our futures, everybody. Let's hope we get a race that's good to watch, lovely and enjoyable. The lights go red. We're not looking there, though. We're looking in the middle at the bottom of these screens. Revs are building. And we're off in Montreal. Great start from Reflux. Poor start there from Jacko, dropping right down the order. Danny Boy gets away well. Jack Hawkey down the inside of Varda, though, to take second place. His teammate, the Wizard, trying to go around the outside of the Alpha at Mayo. Doesn't make it happen, but Reflux up to P5 ahead of Luke and Steve as well.
Oh, that's not going to end well. Who was that? That was nearly in the wall. Luke and Reflux. Under McLaren down the inside of Steve. That was Bernas. That was very similar to Lance Stroll and Brendan Hartley going through there.
Oh, That would have been a meaty accident if we'd had a recreation of that. We've had a couple of warnings already for exceeding track limits, but no. Oh no, I speak too soon. We've had an accident then. That's Joseph at the back of the pack. Any damage on that Alpine?
No, don't think so. I think just a small spin. Varda has been mugged off by both the Red Bulls on the opening there.
Shane has wing damage in P12 at the moment. As we see Smithy there get ahead of Pure Blades. Blades on the medium tyre, so
the race will come to him later on.
It will. I think he's going to be going for the strategy he went for in the opening round in Australia, which, as he puts it, is... that's...
I say survive. That was... I know you need to break through that corner, but
Reflux is gone!
I'll tell you what, Sneaky Tom has just got that move done. That is...
VSC.
Where is... Oh, he's down there.
I wonder if he's gone for an overtake. And he's had
given the squeeze.
Yeah, or he's gone to defend late and someone's not moved. We've got wing damage on Luke's Ferrari as well. So Shane and Luke both carrying damage. Blades going for this tonight. What he admits is granny driving. It's his own name for it. Which is taking it easy, make it to the end, and survive the race. But spinning like that will not help him. Gentle on the throttle, man. Gentle on the throttle.
Luke is in, Electric Blade is in.
Yep, let's see what tyre change are we going for. Luke has gone to mediums, I believe. And Electric Blade, I would assume he's going to do the same. Indeed he does. So, big winners then off the start. Sneaky Tom and Shane both up 7 places, as we expected. Shane carrying damage though, so expect him to lose some time at the pit stops. Other than that, Burnus up 5. Big losers are Luke, but he has stopped, and Electric Blade, who has also stopped. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens with those guys. Taking the opportunity to stop under a VSC. Luke get his wing changed as well. So this is where I wish we had replay functions, because I'd love to see Jacko start, because I think he just either wasn't paying attention or he just missed.
It looked like he just bogged down.
But Reflux had a great start. Unfortunately, he was...
Jack Hawkey's got a great run here, Danny.
Potentially to take the lead of the race, goes to the outside of turn 1. And the Williams man says, no, you can stay there. As DRS is now enabled, so they've got that assistance in a straight line. Bet Danny Boy will be hoping for a bit of drizzle about now, just to get him to turn that off. It's not to be. So Luke with the fastest lap there, number 112. But don't forget, we've had the first lap and then 1 lap under VSC, so that's not saying much. Jack Hawkey, incidentally, pushing for the lead of the race, is on 2 warnings already.
Seems to carry more speed through the final chicane. Whether that's legally doing so or not, we'll find out when he keeps picking up the penalties. But other than that, they've all seemed to separate themselves.
Here we go.
Enough.
Move for the lead of the race. Jack Hawkey comes through, takes the lead, and we'll have DRS to pull away as well. So insult added to the injury. It is.
Well, Sneaky Tom and Jacko, hello, this is going to get feisty.
Sneaky Tom made it through. Gets DRS to pull away a bit and hold position. Jacko will have to follow him round for another lap. Who's that that's gone? That Blades again.
I think Blades had a spin. Problem is with the tyres, once you've lit them up once, very hard to...
See, if it was me now, if I'm Blades, you just come in and put another set on. If you're going to go for the granny drive, put the hards on and wait for a safety car or something. and just make it round.
I have some
And we've
intel
got
about
a
Spud.
Smithy has gone and a
No,
full
and it's
course
a
safety car. There we go. That'll be the prayer that Blades was making there. Not for Smithy to crash, but for a safety car. Let's see who pits then, if anybody.
I have some intel from the Aston Martin garage from Mr. Spud himself. Blades has, funny enough, got some rear wing damage, so Blades needs to stay out. Oh, he's hoping that everyone else pits. He still needs to stay out, because if Wizard pits, then he can then unlap himself. It's the only way he can do so.
Yes.
Because he's ahead of Steve. The electric Blades just done my cardinal sin. Oh.
A lot of speed in the pit lane, or
no, picked up 3 seconds behind the safety car.
Oh,
for exceeding track limits.
So it looks as though everybody has stopped for medium tyres apart from the Wizard, and that'll be so the Red Bulls didn't have to stack. Now they did something similar to this in, was it Monza or Paul Ricard, where they did it, and it really did not pay off.
Actually,
it was one or the other, wasn't it? And it didn't pay off at the time. And I have a feeling this might be the same instance, because the Wizard is now caught behind the safety car. He couldn't pull away. And if he was to stop now... yeah, Blaze will be hoping he does stop, yeah.
Spud's just told me he's assuming that he hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah, if the Wizard does stop, Blades is able to unlap himself, and then he will be let go by the safety car. If not, then the Wizard is going to be in for a world of pain. Yeah, the Wizard is going to be in for some pain here, because he's now going to come out behind everybody. If he stopped, then he would have probably come out in about 10th place. Whereas if he stops
even
now,
so, he's the worst case scenario, he's going to come out 13th, and with the pace we've seen up front, he's not going to get. Although it can be perceived as a difficult track to overtake sometimes.
Yes,
he should be able to carve his way through the field with the pace advantage that he's shown so far. So
you would hope so, wouldn't you?
Interesting strategy, to say the least.
Yeah, to say that Blades has got rear wing damage, though, I'm not seeing it on TAS at the moment, which is interesting to me. We have to have a word with Mr. Tebow and see if there's a problem.
Blades has just pulled over to the side to let everyone pass.
Which I think is ultimately a silly move, personally, because he's now behind everybody. The Wizard has to stop eventually. No, he's. I mean, granted his tyres aren't in the worst of conditions, but he's still got to get past everybody. Whereas now Blades is definitely a lap behind.
Interesting enough, I was on board with Jacko and I thought, oh no, we've got the rev glitch again. Hopefully that should never happen. Cody should fix that. But no, he was deliberately doing that to burn fuel. So it's suggesting that he's massively overfilled at the moment. Yes,
we can have a look. Jacko, yeah, 2.2 laps overfueled. There's quite a lot of them that are overfueled. Tebow is on the limit. Let's see, when's the Wizard going to go? He's going to have to leave it late, I think. See a little bit of, you can see a blister there forming on the right rear tyre.
Oh, sneaky Tom and Bernas, and that got a bit close for comfort.
Steve under pressure from Jack Hawkey. That's allowing the Wizard to pull away and get out of DRS range, but how long for remains to be seen. He's got a great gap there. That's Jack Hawkey and Danny Boy fight behind as well. We can see that as the Williams man heads down the inside into third place, and now he's challenging Steve for second.
Yeah, Luke held fifth. I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to this battle. I think if these two stay in the same tier throughout the next 20 races.
Yeah.
Danny Boy and Jack are going to be going at each other.
It's going to be great. Danny Boy will probably get Steve here. No DRS though yet, of course.
No, and Wizard has checked out.
He has, but he needs to on those tyres. Only man not to have stopped yet as well, so...
Oh!
Sells him the dummy. But he's in... There we go, good move from the Williams man. Up into second place, and the net lead of the race, with Steve now as a buffer to Jack Hawkey.
Jack knows he needs to get it done as soon as possible. This is going to damage his race further down the line.
Looking then at wing damage, we've got Blades with a little bit, and we've got Bernas with a little bit, and Varda's just picked some up as well.
Oh, and in the wall, Varda and Sneaky Tom come together.
Oh, there's all sorts.
Bernas.
Yeah, and the electric Blades in there as well. Bernas is out. And that's another safety car. We said there'd be a few. I didn't think we'd get 2 in the first 10 laps. Now, this is going to give the Wizard a chance to stop. Potentially Steve as well. See, the Wizard can't.
From Sneaky.
Yeah.
They all stem from Sneaky Tom and Varda. They squeezed both of each other actually out of I want to get it right, turn 7. And then Varda gave a little bit back, and Tom saw himself in the wall, and then Varda then clipped the unfortunate McLaren. As Bernas went past.
So, Steve and the Wizard both pitted, and they've gone to the hard tyre. So they're going to try and go the distance from here, which is very doable. Be interesting. Sneaky Tom and Electric Blade both caught up in that accident with their wing damage. Have both gone to the soft tyre, so we'll have to stop again, probably around lap 20 for a set of mediums, and then crack on to the end.
I would say so. Oh, that ruined the Electric Blade, who's actually having a good little run there. 8th.
Fresh set of softs though should be able to pretty rapidly close up to the 2 ahead of him on the hards after the restart. I wonder if Sneaky Tom knows he's left his overtake button on. There we go, he's just popped and turned it off.
Which I don't get, because they're both driving a bit aggressively, I feel, for catching up to the safety car, because these tyres do overheat round here quite easily, but if you're able to maintain them in the temp window, then it should be okay.
Yeah, see, if I'm Blades now, the honourable thing is to let those guys go, but if he wants to be the team player, as we see someone else come into the pits, who was that? Tebow's in. Interesting, in the Alpine. If I'm Blades now, I'll be honest, I'm going for the house approach, as we call it. Well, we can't say what we want to say, and I'm going to try and make life difficult for those 2 behind before the blue flags are waved, just so my teammate can have a run at them.
I would also do the thing of I might as well stay in the race, because at this rate no one's going to notice him, and he can still pick up a point even being a lap down.
Yeah, I mean, there's only
he only needs 3 more.
Yeah, and well, we're not even halfway yet. We've had 3 already, so Varda's still carrying wing damage, by the way.
It's not much, because I can't see visual.
No, it's 6% according to TAS, which is sod all, really.
Although even light wing damage on this game feels horrific.
Yeah, you can really feel it, and it's on the left hand side, so it's right hand turns that he's going to struggle on.
And it's a clockwise circuit.
Yeah, so fun times for him. Let's ride on board with the race leader then for the restart. Look backwards over the rear wing of the Williams.
I'll tell you what, the top 3 is going to be interesting. It's the 3 people we expect to be near the front. There's probably a couple of others that should be in there, but looking at the quicker guys of this tier there, should be exciting.
There we go, the Wizard as well down in P8 is one we want to keep an eye on. Danny Boy went early out of the final chicane. It's a good restart, not under pressure. But I think he might be later on. Sneaky Tom getting past Electric Blade on the restart. In prime position now to make the most of anything Blades can do to hold up the 2 hard runners in front of him.
Sneaky Tom's absolutely carved his way through there on Steve. That was very easy.
Yep, already there, and there goes Electric Blade as well. Steve gets it back on the brakes though, holds him behind, and that's going to allow Sneaky Tom to peace out. Needs to make the soft tyre work for him and attack the Wizard, preferably before DRS as well, so he doesn't get caught in the train. So he's got this lap and then one more to get ahead.
Oh, there was a host of penalties there.
Yeah, Shane with a big one. Varda's got some damage as well. More damage this time on the other side, so he's balancing now.
Hang it round. Jacko's going to hang it round. Joseph defended that position very well.
Has made the move on the Wizard, crucially for his race. And he's now going to end up in the train with Shane, Jacko, Joseph, and the wounded Varda, as Blades has retired at turn 6. 6 and 7, isn't it? I think we can get away without a safety car for that one. He'll be on the outside of the circuit.
Joseph and Varda again. Varda down the inside. Joseph around the outside.
Sneaky Tom going for a wider line, trying to get the better exit. Much better launch off the corner than Shane. Flies past.
Interesting. Oh, then the 2 Alphas are up ahead. They're going to be side by side. This is all behind Joseph.
Oh. And we've had...
comes in.
Yeah, Varda in wing damage. Had no real other option. Shane ended up drifting it through the chicane past the wall of champions. Sneaky Tom is up to 5th.
Wizard got past Shane. He got close to that before.
Oh, handbags at dawn for P5. Jacko's not letting it go. Sneaky Tom's done a Vettel. Yeah, and that'll have been an illegal overtake.
Oh, he's got a better run though this time.
Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, new underwear, please.
Oh,
there we go.
Jacko's gone wide. Oh, a little slap across as well.
Love tap as he goes through. Sneaky Tom with damage, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He absolutely...
Yeah.
I can't use the word I was going to use.
Clarted.
Hit the wall very hard. Yes.
Meanwhile, we've missed it. Change of the lead. Jack Hawkey's got past Danny Boy on the back straight with DRS.
Oh, Jacko's got round the outside. Sneaky Tom's got no battery left. That'll be why.
DRS as well, of course, for the Alfa Romeo, and this is where Sneaky Tom really didn't want to be, because he's now got the Wizard behind him on those hard tyres that will be up to temperature. We've got a yellow flag. That's Shane.
Off.
It's a spin for Shane.
And Steve's off as well.
Yeah, they've come together.
Has more damage.
Steve is the only one with damage. Shane's managed to get away unscathed from that one.
And the person that was under the cosh by all this, Joseph, has now a gap.
Yes, and he's got Jacko and Sneaky Tom to thank for that. Speaking of, Sneaky Tom with the penalty and more wing damage for his trouble. I think we may see him in this time round. he's going to start to struggle. Let's see how fastly, it's not even a word, how fast he closes up.
Yes, Blades. EU2 commentary will be spicy once again for 2 weeks in a row. These two have come together.
Oh, Sneaky Tom has retired in the pits and Electric Blade has hit the wall of champions.
Oh, everyone's now going to score points. Blades, oh, you're... No, why? Oh, yeah. Well.
It's Sneaky Tom's the one that we need to be questioning now.
Why is he retiring the pits?
Unless he's hit the pit entry and done a dreiser. And then there were 10. Everybody will score points. Oh, Jacko's lost it! He's done a George!
He's done a Dan.
He's done a me, actually, except he didn't retire. Wing damage on the Alfa Romeo now.
Bear in mind we've only had about 7 laps of green flag racing.
Yes. Jack Hawkey's in the pits. Luke is in the pits. Danny Boy has continued. Joseph is in the pits. The Wizard is in. So they're stacking at Red Bull. In fact, I think they might have just timed that perfectly, you know. Second set of mediums on most cars. Joseph fresh set of hards going on his. And this is going to be interesting now because Jack Hawk is on fresh mediums and he's going to be right behind Danny Boy on old tyres.
Joseph's gone to the hard, so Joseph.
I should be intrigued to see what happens strategy wise from the two up front. Steve in the pits, should be a set of mediums for him.
More reports that could be floor damage for Jacko.
I'm not seeing anything, but that's not to say it isn't there.
Because I think Blades is obviously still watching the race go on and seeing the battle. I'm getting information from Blades off of Spud. This is good. More in-depth analysis, trackside.
Right, we're going to go down to Ted Pure Blades Kravitz and Karoom Spotted Chandok.
Anthony Davidson, yes.
Well, no, you're Anthony Davidson, if anybody. I'm going to wait for the penny.
It dropped ages ago, I just didn't want to, you know...
You didn't want to give me the satisfaction.
No.
Are we going to have as Natalie Pinkham? I think the Wizard. Not the Wizard in the race, I mean two-spell Wizard.
What? The Wizard?
It's the Wizard that we've named the Wizard Award after.
Yes, as opposed to Baby Wizard.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm just reading the Twitch chat. There's an interesting debate going on of who can finish the least amount of races this season, and it's between Blades and Spud at the moment. Oh no, Blades has finished the last 4. Spud hasn't finished one yet. I'm sure this week will be a change of fortune. On Wednesday, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Although the weather for EU2 is not looking very pretty from what I've heard.
I don't check hours for tomorrow. It's going to be overcast qualifying. That much is clear.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got your conditions for qualifying now, so overcast conditions.
Mhm. And the marshals haven't done a very good job there, have they? They've left a. Oh, Steve coming back into the pits.
Obviously, doesn't the hard tyres.
Is he cycle
He
tyres?
is, but
He's cycle tyres.
brave.
Good man.
That's brave to do that many laps on the medium, so I reckon he will come in again for softs at the end.
Possibly. I would have thought though that Jack Hawkey wouldn't have come in if he couldn't go to the end from here, from where he was.
So a lot to do on those So a lot of them have set of mediums.
You say that it's only going to be 15 racing laps, isn't it? Which they've all done. I mean, Shane and Danny Boy have done that already. So I think they can make it. You know. I mean, wear-wise, they're only at 25%. So.
Can I just put into some perspective here? Shane qualified last.
Yes.
He then went up the grid. He then has had an incident at turn 1, and now he's third again.
Yes. He does have to stop again, though. He's been on 2 sets of mediums. So that could be the bounce that's gone from his bungee. But you never know. Steve has cycle tyres. He went back to the set of hards and then back to mediums. But let's jump up to Danny Boy. Let's see how he goes for this restart. Will he go as early as he did last time? Jack Hawkey's ready for it. Clips him.
He hasn't gone. He's not gone.
No, he hasn't. And they get a 5-second penalty each for their trouble there, which Danny Boy will have to serve. Battling with Luke, isn't he there?
Yeah, he moved aggressively across to cut Luke off there. Luke's having none of it. Luke's got ahead.
Yeah. Says that's my position. Back off, pal. I'm taking it. Danny Boy will have to serve those 5 seconds because he will have to stop again. Well, in theory, actually, he doesn't, as we see a move here from Jack Hawkey, and he's through into the lead. Neither of them.
Steve battling with the Alf, or that got a little bit too close for comfort.
Yeah, neither of these two are forced to stop again, although I think we will see at least one of them in.
I think Joseph has a bad couple of corners. He's down to 6th now.
Yeah, those hard tyres are going to be very painful to be on early in the race. Steve at the back of Jacko. Steve, incidentally, after cycling tyres, is on the freshest of everybody on track still. So, if there is a doubt over whether those tyres can make it to the end, Steve is the one who is most likely to be able to do it. Let's look at penalties then. So at the moment, looking at the Alfa Romeo swap position, Jacko there through on Varda. Steve might want a piece of the action as well.
Does.
And does, yeah.
Varda caught napping. Also, once again on the hard tyre. And with the conditions overcast, these hard tyres aren't warming up at all.
No, they aren't. Which is going to be very, very painful for those guys on them. So penalties then, 3 seconds at the moment for Wizard, Shane, Joseph and Varda. 5 for the 2 up front, of course. Everybody else is clear. Having said that, Jacko's just picked up his 3 seconds.
I was just having a look at just previous race results and see who's on for their best finish of the season so far.
T-Bar, I think, is on for it.
Joseph is as well.
Hmm.
Jack Hawkey, this will be his best. That's, pretty insane to say that he's only got 10 points so far this year.
Yeah. Jacko on the grass trying to defend from Steve, who tries it around the outside. We're getting a little bit of blistering as well on Steve's tyre. Hopefully that's actually a marble that's appeared there. It will flick off momentarily.
The track surface itself looks very shiny, especially down towards the hairpin.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again, round 2.
Danny Boy into the pits. Steve holds position. Oh, Jacko's gone!
Oh, Jacko spun it.
Still in the race though. Don't do it. Don't do what. Good man. He's going to have to go right round and come back. But there's the safety car out, so that's not the end of the world. Danny Boy is in.
He's already in for the safety car.
And he's gone for a set of softs.
I can see them now working.
I concur. I'll be interested to see if anybody else stops.
In fact, he's in the great position where he can just cycle through again and still be on softs.
He could do. I mean, if he can catch up to the pack before they stop, which he potentially can do.
They're all under Delta though, isn't he? So he's not.
Yeah, but if they all stop, then down the main start-finish straight, he won't be between the two timing lines. Might be able to jump those guys. Have to wait and see.
So Jack Hawkey stays out. He had the difficult choice to do that. Luke has come in, so there you go.
The Wizard
that makes
is in.
it easier for everyone else.
Shane is in.
Joseph isn't. Steve isn't.
No. Joseph's going to commit to those hard tyres, which, assuming there's not another safety car, could work for him. But it will be interesting. Let's see, is Danny Boy going to make it out ahead of Luke?
The Wizard's
I'm
got
not sure.
You probably may have said it, but I can't remember. The Wizard's got mediums.
No, he has, but crucially, he's got out ahead of Danny Boy. So's Luke, so that's a leapfrog for them two because of the safety car. So the Williams man will now have to get past those two before being able to attack the other slower runners in front.
Gonna make a bold statement. Luke's to throw away here.
No, I still think it's with Jack Hawkey, if I'm honest. I think there's too much for Luke to do early on. I mean, Tebow I don't think will be much of a problem with 12 lap old tyres for him, but Steve and Joseph and then Jack Hawkey I think could be an issue for him to get the move done if he takes too long about it, particularly with the DRS train. That is highly likely. Jacko then fresh set of softs down at the back of the pack as Tebow comes in, so that's one of the obstacles out of the way. It could now be Luke's to throw away.
I just think he's in such a better position. Because although all 4 of them can go to the end, Luke will have better tyre performance, and those mediums are not going to be great as they've already done. Technically 8 laps on them, albeit not all racing laps, but that's still besides the point.
It's still heat cycles, isn't it? Wear still put on them. The Wizard could be an interesting one.
Yes.
Although I'm not sure there'll be quite enough time to feel the benefit of those tyres. But he does have a team role to play in holding up Danny Boy.
Well, there's people on for their best results of the season. We're going to have potentially a new race winner, but we don't know yet. And we have some team play with 10 laps to go. How exciting.
Yes, we're getting, I want to say, yeah, we are. We're getting a blister on Jack Olkey's right rear. Which is a good restart. Half a second clear of second place. He needs to make the best use of those tyres now while Joseph is trying to heat up the hards. And Steve will want to get past. And like you say, Luke is always there.
Luke's got a great run.
Well defended by Steve.
Oh, Luke's just picked up 3 seconds over turn 6 on the inside.
He might have damage as well. I think he clipped the back of Steve. He doesn't. He's all good.
Steve goes on the inside of Joseph.
Yeah, hard tyres will be a nightmare for these next
We've seen a
lap and a half, 2 laps.
Surprising.
Oh, Luke down
Luke
the
sends
inside.
it.
Door was left open. The Wizard follows him through, but I don't think he's going to be able to make
No,
that
he
stick.
doesn't. We've seen a lot of overtakes into turn 8 and 9 today, which has been a little bit surprising.
It's bold, isn't it? I mean, it's theoretically an overtaking point with the DRS, but normally more used to close up. To Alfa Romeo swapping fastest laps.
The Wizard has got past Joseph into turn 1.
Let's see, can Luke get up and past Steve? He is in DRS range. Steve is not. Of Jack Olkey ahead. Poor exit from Steve.
Oh, Joseph's hit the wall. I don't know if he got touched by Danny or not. I couldn't tell. They're very close to each other.
Still in the race, but he will have to stop.
Oh, he's going to have to go the escape road.
Should be okay for him there, I think. And I think we may see a move from Luke on Steve soon. Steve's car is
from Wizard on Luke.
We're saying, here goes Luke for second place. The inside. Oh, they've come together.
Oh, I knew that was always gonna happen. I saw that come from a mile away.
Yeah, and thank you for ghosting Codemasters, otherwise that would have been horrendous. Luke's tyres then cooked. A frying egg on the surface. But he's got all the work to do now. He'll be wanting another safety car, no doubt, to get himself back in the fight. And
well,
then
he has still got 8 laps to do something about it. He's got plenty of time.
yeah,
He'll have the pace to do so. So
yeah, he should do. I've got the Wizard on the back of Steve with DRS enabled, so shouldn't be anywhere near as much of a contest as it was for Luke.
oh, look who's there. Danny Boy's there.
He is. Crucially, Jack Olkey 3 seconds up the road from these, and they need to clear Steve.
The other crucial thing is I've seen the ERS situation as well, and the
Yes.
Williams driver is looking very nice.
He is. The Red Bull driver is not at the moment. Oh, Danny Boy up the inside of the pair of them. Can he make that stick?
Oh, this could
He's got past Steve, couldn't quite get the Wizard.
no, but that was very well controlled to be able to fit in that gap.
And he'll have DRS as well on the run to turn 8, so...
Steve is around. Steve's off. Steve is off. Turn 7.
Oh no! A great performance
Looks
from
so
him.
under control.
So So looking at the penalty situation as it is then, Jack Hawkey not served his 5 seconds, Danny Boy has. So right now, it will be Danny Boy in first, Jack Hawkey second, the Wizard third. But that can all change with one cutting of a corner. Both Danny Boy and Jack Hawkey currently on 2 warnings, the Wizard on 4. Got to keep it clean for the next 6 laps.
I feel the shackles have been released here.
Yeah, this is the point now where the medium tyres of the Wizard will start to match the performance of the softs, I think. And Jack Hawkey will be giving it everything to try and pull away outside of that 5 seconds he needs.
Thing is, for the Wizard though, he's got hardly any ERS to either attack with or defend with. Although so is Shane. Shane's just absolutely just burnt all of his. Just burnt 20% there.
Yeah, the problem was that the Wizard burnt all of his trying to get past Steve, and he's not had a chance to recharge, so he's going to be stuck there with very little DRS as we've got a VSC out. I'm not quite sure what for.
Steve's come in.
Yeah, he stayed out before with his wing damage,
why.
so
Maybe there's too much damage on the track.
maybe, yeah, there's some debris about it. That'll explain it. This is helping the soft runners, of course, keeping the life in their tyres a little bit longer. Stops Jack Hawkey pulling away a little bit further.
Need to be careful though where they pick this delta up, because usually the corners are a little bit sketchy.
Booky, aren't they? Particularly chicanes. So they want to give themselves a good margin going through that final corner. Because they can see when the VSC is ending, we can't. So
Oh, Steve, drive through.
And that, I mean, after coming out of the pits, it probably won't have his delta up, unfortunately.
He's halfway around the lap.
Yeah. And picks up 3 seconds as well. Only 2 drivers so far, not on the naughty step. In one form or another.
Boy lost a bit of time under the VSC.
He did, but he gained it on the Wizard, so all in all I'd say it's a win-win. He just needs to make sure he stays clean. The Wizard's got wing damage as well on the restart there. I don't know what he's clipped. Oh, Steve's retired. Don't do that. You can get the fastest lap still. Extra points. Fastest lap at the moment is Jacko with a 1:10.5 in P6. And we're seeing a move there potentially. The Wizard on and defending from Shane, who threw it down there. Threw it up the inside.
Managed to keep hold of it though. Thought he was going to be sent into a spin there. I was worried for Shane.
Steve, incidentally, will be classified as P10, even though it's a DNF. He will be 3 laps down.
I think we're going to have a busy evening of incidents.
I think it's going to be a busy week, if I'm honest.
That's especially with the weather conditions that are going to be around as well.
Yes. Potentially a move here from Tebow on Jacko. He's dragging Luke with him.
Luke's more likely to get this move done here, I think.
Yeah, much better exit there, didn't he? But Tebow's Alpine, look how fast that thing is in a straight line. It's like a rocket.
Both pretty evenly matched, those two, both DRS and both were using ERS. Wizard has picked up another penalty.
Yeah, and that's
cost him a podium.
It has at the moment. Could all change still. Shane has 2 warnings before he gets another one, but it could be the guys in front. If Jack Hawkey picks up another warning, that's going to be 8 seconds.
Shane has got past Withers. Boy, he's closing in, but it's going to be a little bit too much, I feel, to pass him on track. At the moment, with the penalty that Jack Hawkey has, depending on the steward's review afterwards, Danny Boyd will win this race and Jack Hawkey will finish at the moment second. The Wizard is re-overtaking Shane.
Yeah, battle for third on track. Shane will know he doesn't need to try that hard, he just needs to keep it on the circuit. As Luke picks up 3 seconds, that's 6 now for him.
Oh, there's some front wing that's just been kicked up as well. And Jacko's round.
Yeah, that's Luke and Tebow have hit each other. Luke's hit something else.
Tebow's, I think they've just tagged each other again on the exit that corner.
Yeah.
Tebow's just gone straight lined it. He can't keep it on the track.
He's got quite a lot of wing damage as well. 43% on the right hand side. Luke between 21 and 26% on both sides. Meanwhile though, Danny Boyd closing in on the race leader. 2.2 seconds now the gap.
Oh, and Luke and Tebow comes and blows again.
Yeah, and that's Luke with no wing at all now. Jack Hawkey crosses first, loses out to Danny Boy. Here comes the Wizard and Shane. Shane jumps into third place. Varda into fourth. Wizard dropping well down the order. Luke gets ahead of Tebow with no wing, but will drop behind him on penalties to finish 7th. Joseph and Jacko with the last two. Joseph across in P8 as we wait for Jacko then to round off the finishes. Steve, of course, will be counted as 3 laps down.
Well, it wasn't a race without any incidents.
No, it wasn't bad actually. I mean, it could have been better. It's not going to be a classic, but I'm sure that man will be very pleased. First start in EU4, first win.
Win for Williams, yeah. Showing my partisan.
No, you're not biased at all. So it's a Welsh 1-2 then. Ricky will be pleased. Danny Boyd takes victory in the Williams on his first EU4 outing. Gives himself a Wizard Award for his troubles. Jack Hawkey in second place for Red Bull. Was so close to a win, but ultimately so far. Shane in third place for McLaren. Great recovery, having started 16th. Varda in fourth. The Wizard 5th. Tebow 6th. Luke 7th. Joseph 8th. Jacko 9th. Steve in 10th will be classified. Electric Blade, Sneaky Tom, Pure Blades, Burnass, Smithy and of course Reflux are your DNFs. Fastest lap does go to Jacko, so an extra point for him. I was looking forward to seeing
3
Steve
point.
near the front because he would have been on a 4-stop strategy.
I couldn't tell if anyone performed the codename Rainbow either. It's
There
disappointing.
was quite a few actually did the rainbow. Varda did the rainbow. Joseph did the rainbow. Steve did the rainbow.
Everybody did the rainbow.
Touch the rainbow, taste the rainbow. And
Oh,
it
rainbow.
is a Williams on the pedestal this evening. Shall we do interviews?
Do they deserve them?
Well, they deserve them, but I'm tired.
So am I.
I
think they deserve it.
Go on then, invite them.
Go. I think they deserve it. Just they can have 30 seconds each, if that.
Go on then, get them in here.
Got to find them first.
Yeah. So while Matt's going to invite our podium trio in, and we'll have a chat to them. I'm going to do my plugs. It's been a while. Normally I don't get the chance to do my plugs properly. Make sure you tune in for all the streams this week, all from Canada. Hopefully all will be at least as exciting as that race was. Tomorrow night you've got EU4 where you can watch me make a fool of myself. Wednesday night you can watch Matt make a fool of himself. And then on Thursday you can watch the EU1 guys, the real freaks of nature, the ones who can turn all the assists off and just be quicker than everybody else out of the box.
Also, you can watch me make a fool of myself.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course you're in there, aren't you? Covering for Thomas. Yes.
So Thomas is there.
Yes, well, that'll be fun for you. AM guys as well, if the EU time zone is not quite for you, you can tune in, watch them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 9 PM Eastern, that's 2 AM in the UK. Yeah, if you're watching this back later on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. That's very much appreciated. If you're watching live on Twitch, hit that follow button, and if you're feeling very generous, you can subscribe as well. If you haven't already, make sure you get subscribed to our Twitter and Instagram pages, so you can stay up to date on everything Contest of Speed.
One is here.
One is here, one is here. Let's start with the one that's here then. Good evening.
Someone else here, it seems like.
Nah, we'll start with you, mate. Congratulations, well done. Started P16.
Yeah, from last to... not to first, but to a podium, you could say.
Yeah. It's a good drive, though, from you.
Yeah,
Went under the radar a bit.
No, this race was so nerve-wracking. It was... I am actually... unbelievable, the performance I pulled off today. It's something I never expected. I expected to crash, to be honest, so...
I think a lot of people did. I mean, the fact we ended up with essentially 10 finishes, if Steve had stayed on track, then that's... Considering what I think a lot of people expected coming into it, I think is quite good. Did you think at one point the win might be on? That last safety car, maybe?
No. The win was never on this Danny boy guy. He's too fast. He's way too fast. But Jack Harkey, I mean, if I didn't have the penalty, maybe. But nah, I was too far. Even if the penalty gets taken away, which I can't do, to be honest, because I got them all fair and square. I still wouldn't be P2, so I guess I'll take P3 and be happy with it. I mean, I drove very well. This game is really hard and very unforgiving sometimes, so I had to do this race with full traction just to be sure that I won't spin, and I still spun. Then the pace difference on the softs, the difference in pace was so much faster, so I had to turn it off, so I put it back to medium, and then it was just full focus to the end, because I couldn't, if one mistake would be the end of my race, so that I couldn't let that happen, and I made it.
Yeah, and you did a great job. And podium is your reward, so well done. Enjoy the 15
Thank you.
points.
I will.
Who else? Have we got anybody else in yet?
Jack Hawkey is here, I believe.
He's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Talk to me.
Well, I thought it was a very good race. I'm hoping, obviously, I will send my footage in because we barely touched under the safety car. That's why I got a 5-second pen. Literally got no corner cut in, no nothing. I drove a really safe race. So yeah, it'd be a shame if I lost it on the safety car thing. I'll send my footage in, but I think I forgot his name now. You'll back me up on it. We literally barely touched at all. But yeah, it was a good race. Other than that, apart from all the safety cars, it was a bit annoying. But to be fair, it did help my tyre wear a lot because we were struggling towards the end. I was struggling with the traction a lot.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it was a bold call to stay out. I think at the end with that last safety car anyway, and it nearly. Well, if you can get that 5 seconds taken off, it will have paid off. So
yeah,
we've got to wait and see.
Yeah, I did think, obviously I stayed out and I seen everyone diving into the pits. I was thinking, oh, they're all going to put on softs and I'm going to get absolutely ruined. But thankfully a few people stayed out to give me a little bit of cover to pull a bit of a gap. So yeah, that's bad.
Well, congratulations on P2, mate. Well done. Great drive.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week, hopefully. And no Danny Boy yet?
No, he doesn't. He said he doesn't do this talking thing, so I think he's a little shy. Bless him. His only input was he would like to ban safety cars because of the frequency of it. But you know, it happens.
You've won. Relax, man. Just embrace it. But no, well done to him on victory. And all that remains then is to thank you all at home very much for watching. We hope you have enjoyed the show. If you have, like I said before, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. Tune in for the next race tomorrow night, 9 PM in the UK. Hopefully we will see you there and again next week. Thank you very much again. Good night.